Hi everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome to another week of creativity. I have got a really lovely card to make with you today, so I hope you will enjoy that. While we are just waiting for everyone to find their notifications that I have gone live, I'll just bring this up on my other devices so I can see everybody's comments. So bear with me while I just get this all set up. And okay, that's iPad, all good. And let's get the computer all set up. Or we might need to do a refresh over here. Refresh screen and mute that. And there we go. Great, all set up, ready to go. How is everyone today? Great to be here. Now, if you're watching live today on Facebook, you'll see the red live button up in the top left-hand corner. If you don't see that, then you'll know you're watching the replay. And if you're watching over on YouTube, thank you to all my YouTube viewers for watching over there, and that will be the replay. But feel free to still comment as well, because I do go back over and check the comments over there as well. Oh, a little bit croaky there. So let me know how your weekend was, what you got up to on the weekend, if you did anything interesting or exciting, or did you do some crafting, let me know. We have our daughter home from Queensland for a few days, so we've had a lovely weekend spending time with her and yeah, just having some family time and celebrating her birthday as well. So it's been a really lovely few days. We've got her for a couple more days before she flies back home again. So yeah, it's been lovely to have a bit of family time together. Yeah, so I did a little bit of crafting yesterday as well. And I'm just trying to think what else happened on Saturday. What else did we do on Saturday? I think Saturday was a pretty much chilled day. I don't think we did too much on Saturday. Did we? What was Saturday? No, I think we had a pretty... Oh, actually, yes, I did do something on Saturday. I went to, in the afternoon, I went to a 70th birthday party of a lovely friend of mine. And so that was really fantastic. Was able to catch up with a lot of friends there. So that was a really, really nice afternoon. So, yeah, so it has been a bit of a busy weekend. I feel really tired today, actually. Anybody else feel like that after the weekend? I know the weekends are supposed to be relaxing and, you know, rejuvenating our energy, but sometimes it's just busy and a bit tiring, isn't it? All right. Well, so we'll have a quick little chat about a few things first, and then we'll jump into our project for today. And I've got a special project for you today. So I hope you will enjoy that. Now, Stampin' Up! Has got a few things that are happening at the moment, so I'll quickly let you know about that, as well as my upcoming classes. So I've got a couple of classes coming up, and the first one is coming up on Saturday, the 1st of November, but I do still have seats available. Now, it does say on here register by the 24th of October, but I'm going to cross that out because I still have the registrations open for this one. So this one is my cards and cookie class. This one is a brand new class that I'm offering based around the Stampin' Up! Kits. So I've got a whole heap of different kits here. You can come and choose one of those kits as part of your class, and you get to create all of the projects that are in that. Now, if you don't get time to create all of them here, you can take the rest home with you. That entire kit is yours. So it's going to be on Saturday, the 1st of November from 10 a.m. till 12 p.m. It's just a 2-hour class, this one. So $45 will cover the cost of your class, your kit, and we'll have some cookies for morning tea, hence the cards and cookies title. So we'll have some yummy homemade cookies. And everyone always enjoys Amber's baking. So come and enjoy a fun crafting time with us and a yummy morning tea. And of course, tea, coffee, hot chocolate. I've got it all. So we would love to have you come and craft with us. Now this one is still open, as I said, so feel free to still register for that one. Still use the same link. I'll pop the link in the comments in a moment for all of my classes and things. So you'll be able to register for that one. So that'll be a lot of fun. So that one is, that's one I'm going to be running each month, and there'll always be different kits as well, because every month we get new kits in the kits collection. So there'll always be something new to create with. Hey Leslie, how are you? Lovely to have you here. How was your weekend? All right, so that's one class that's coming up. Now this next class I have is my Peaceful Garden class. I've got this running on 2 separate days. This is the only time that this class will be running. This is an exclusive class. So it's going to be on Wednesday the 19th of November, 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. And then it's going to be repeated on Saturday the 22nd of November 2 till 5 p.m. for those who can't get here midweek. Same projects at both classes, just depends on which date suits you best. So it's $45 per person. The class includes product as well, and you will have some leftover product to take home with you to continue crafting at home as well. And we'll be creating 3 cards, plus there'll be a bonus project of a little gift box as well that we're going to be creating in this class. Registrations close the 4th of November, so you've got just over a week to register for that one. And we're going to be creating these beautiful projects that you see here. So, well, you can see a little sneak peek. You can't see the whole project, but you can see a little sneak peek of the projects there. So that's going to be a really, really beautiful class. I know I've got a lot of ladies already who have been inquiring about that, who've been interested. So I'll be sending those links out as well to those that have specifically asked for it. So let me pop the links for those 2 classes down in the comments. Now over on YouTube, all of my links will be down in the description of the video. So you can go to my link tree and all of my links are there. Here on Facebook, I'm just going to pop the individual class links there so that you can go directly to them. Let me just grab my keyboard. And then you can register straight away for those. So that's the cards and cookies. And then we'll get the Peaceful Garden link. Let me grab this one. So both dates are in the same link. When you go for the Peaceful Garden class, when you go to that link, you then choose which of the classes you want to attend. And we'll pop that one in there as well. Let that go, it's posting. Okay, cool. Let me just take a little sip. There we go. All right. So they're my classes that are coming up for November. I've got another class coming up as well, but it's already closed. It's a scrapbooking and card making one, but that one has already closed for registrations. But these 2 classes are coming up, so definitely register for those. Now, I was just going to say too, with the cards and cookies, this one is for anybody. Anybody can come and join this one, whether or not you are new to card making, if you'd like to learn how to do card making, or if you have been card making for a really long time and you just want to come and have crafty fun with friends and just make some really easy cards and not have to think too much about it, then it's a great class for you. The Peaceful Garden class, there's a bit of technique and things with that. So if you've got a little bit of card making experience, that will be helpful for this one, because there is a bit of technique and things in some of those projects. So yeah, so feel free to choose any of those classes that you'd like to come along to. All right, let's stick that over there. I'll move my chair. Stick those over there. Alrighty. Excuse me. Hi Jenny, how you going? Great to have you here. How's the weather down in Tassie at the moment? we've had a bit of, it's been a bit changeable. It's been lovely and warm, and then it's been windy, and then we had some rain last night. Just for a few minutes, it just started to rain really late, or might have been early hours of this morning, and then it stopped again. And then, yeah, today it's kind of warmish, but yeah, it's a bit changeable at the moment. All right. Now, the next thing I wanted to let you know is today, of course, being the 27th of October, we've only got a few days left of the fantastic join offer that Stampin' Up! Has running at the moment. So if you love Stampin' Up! Products, or perhaps you want to get into stamping, or scrapbooking, or whatever, paper crafting of any type, now is the best time to join, because you're only going to pay $60 for the starter kit, and in that starter kit you can choose $235 worth of product of your choice, of anything that's currently available, to put into that starter kit, which is amazing. So it's $175 worth of product for free that you get in your starter kit. Now, you don't need to hold classes, you don't need to do Facebook Lives like I do, you don't even need to sell product. You can simply join, enjoy the discount for yourself, because once you join, you're then going to get a minimum of 20% discount on all of your products. You can build that up to 25% over time, depending on the sales or purchases you have. That's up to you, but minimum 20% discount on all of your Stampin' Up! Products. So why wouldn't you want to join? It's a fantastic opportunity. And of course, there's also the wonderful crafting community, not only in my team, but also in the wider Stampin' Up! Community as well, that you have an opportunity of being a part of, if you choose to. But if you want to just join just for the discount, that's also okay. Now, if you want to join for the business opportunity, then that is also something that I support, but it's not a requirement. But if you do want to do something a bit more with it, if you would like to earn a supplemental income, then that is something I can definitely support you in as well. So a modest supplemental income is what I should have said. But if you would like to just join just for the discount and the community, then it's a great time to join, because you're only going to pay $60. Now, most of us would pay more than $60 just on a single order. So it's, yeah, crazy not to join and get the starter kit. Now, also just to let you know, when you join, you're not locked in, okay? There's no lock-in period. So you can choose to leave at any time. But if you join now, you do have the opportunity of using that 20% discount up until the end of April next year, 2026. So yeah, if you choose to leave after that time, or even before that time, then you can. That's not a problem. But why not utilize the discount while you've got the opportunity to? So yeah, it's a great time to join. Now, if you wanted a bit more than that, there is another offer as well. So there's this one, $169 you pay, which is the normal price of the starter kit, okay? Now, normally you only get $235 in the starter kit for the $169, but at the moment you get $344 worth of product. So if you've been eyeing off some of those bigger products, so say you want a whole heap of bundles, or you might want the large alphabet and banner die bundle, or you might like the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, this might be one to consider as well if that fits in your budget. But there's the two options. So this one, the $169, or the $60 option. So there's both of those. So feel free to ask me any questions that you might have about that. It's a great time to join, but as I said, I'd love to have you come and join my team. If you're here in Australia, I would love to have you come and join us. And our team are ready to welcome you. So come on and join us. We'd love to have you. And yeah, come and enjoy amazing products, $175 worth of free product in your starter kit, and then an ongoing 20% discount. And I forgot to mention, on the starter kit, there is free shipping as well. So you don't pay for shipping on your starter kit. So it's an awesome, awesome deal. So I'm going to pop my join link in the comments as well, if that is something that you would like to do. We have got a beautiful team of beautiful people, and yeah, we just have a really beautiful team community. You can be as active within the team or not, if you don't want to be. Like, some people are more quiet in the team. They just sit in the background and they just observe, and that's totally fine. You can do that. It's totally up to you. There's no obligation to do anything, okay? Just so that you know that. But of course, the team community is there if you would like to be a part of it, if you'd like to get to know people and enjoy the fun as well. That's certainly there for you as well. Okay, so let me grab my link. Where is it? Here it is. All right, now if you've got more questions, I'll just put my join link there. If you've got more questions about joining my team, feel free to get in contact with me and ask me any of the questions that you might have. I'm happy to go over any of those with you. And of course, there's no obligation for asking questions. So it's good to be well informed. I like to be well informed about things, so I totally understand it when other people like to be as well. So, hey Dimity, how are you? Lovely to have you with us. Awesome. All right, so that is all the things that are happening right now. Next week when I come live with you is going to be November, and there's going to be some new products releasing next week as well. So that's the other thing too. If you join at the moment, not only do you get to order everything that is current, but we have what is called a demonstrator pre-order. We always get the new products a bit early. And if you join at the moment, you can put those pre-order items in your starter kit. So they are ones that are going to be releasing next week with the online exclusives, the November online exclusives. And then we're going to have in January, there'll be January online, January online exclusives plus a mini catalogue. We'll also get to pre-order those early. So I think mid to late November, we'll get to start pre-ordering those. Then there'll be the annual catalogue in May, which we'll get to pre-order in April. So you get your 20% discount on all of those things. So, which is awesome. And if there's any other promotions that come up in the meanwhile, like customer promotions or free shipping or any other discounted products or anything, we get our discount on top of those too, which is really fantastic. So it's a great time to join. Great way to get a whole heap of stock stashed up in your craft room. Yeah, it's a really cheap, it's a really economical way, I should say, an economical way of getting lots and lots of products. So, and even stocking up on those things that you've been wanting, like all your colored cardstocks, all your ink pads in all the colors, all those basic sort of things. So yeah, so consider that. It's available to everybody. So let me know if you'd like to have more of a chat about that. All right, so we are going to jump into our project for today. We're using one of the products from the mini catalogue. Now, if you don't have catalogues, if you don't have the mini catalogue and you don't have the current annual catalogue and you'd like them, please feel free to get in contact with me, and I'd be happy to get those out to you. But for now, we're going to look at the mini catalogue. So how about we tip the camera down and we'll get started. All right, I'm going to cover up the camera so that I don't make you all dizzy while I do the transition. So here we go. Bear with me one moment. All right. Just adjust my stand here. Might be a bit squeaky while I just do everything up nice and tight. Adjust my lights, make sure everything is straight. and do a flippity flip and a zoom. Whoa, that was a quick zoom, wasn't it? There we go. All right. How is that looking on camera? I think we've got that fairly straight, but we'll wait till the cameras catch up and just see. Oh, nice and straight today. Yay, good. All right, we'll move the keyboard out of the way. I might need to zoom the camera in just a little bit more because I think we're a bit far away. Hang on 2 secs. Just zoom that in. See if we can zoom that in a little bit more. And we'll move that over. Alrighty, there we go. Oh, my desk is actually, I just noticed my desk is a bit yucky at the moment. I was crafting last night and I didn't give it a clean after I finished. Ignore all the adhesive and the marks. All right, so we're going to be creating with some of the mini catalogue products today, or one of the mini catalogue products today. And actually also too, we're going to be using some dies out of the, I think they're in the annual catalogue. Yeah, but the main product that we're focusing on is from the mini catalogue. So what we're going to be playing with today is something that I'm going to give you a little bit more information about as well. Oh look, here's my tab. Okay, so on page 4 inside the mini catalogue, there is this stamp set here. It's called Love and Courage, and every mini catalogue that Stampin' Up puts out, they always have, or the September to December one anyway. I can't remember if they do it in the January to April one as well, but this one anyway, they have the Making a Difference stamp set. So they choose a charity and the proceeds from that particular product go to, not the whole amount, but a portion of the proceeds from the sale of that product go to the charity. So for this one, here in Australia, it's going to a breast cancer organisation. So, and some of you may know that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month as well. So you might have seen a lot of promotions and things around breast cancer awareness. But of course, there's lots of other cancers out there as well. So today we're going to be doing this, and I know that cancer has and does impact a lot of people, and a lot of people either know someone or have had it themselves in various forms. So I know that it has affected a lot of my family and friends. I've lost friends, I've lost family members due to cancer, different cancers, and have friends still battling cancers, different types of cancers at the moment too. So I thought that we would, I don't want to bring the tone of today's live down, but it is something that people are dealing with. And so what I wanted to do was to use this stamp set to really offer support and hope for people. So I want to uplift them and also know that they have, that they are loved and they are supported through their battles and their challenges. So that's what we're going to focus on today. So today, I'll show you the actual stamp set. I might still need to zoom in even a little bit more because I feel like the camera is still a long way away. So this is the beautiful stamp set. It's the images on the front are shown at 90%, so they are a little bit bigger than what you see on the front cover. Let me just zoom this in just a little bit more. Just got to try and do it gently because otherwise it goes too quick. There we go. How is that? Is that a bit better? I'll move this up a little bit. Yeah, so you've got some beautiful imagery in here, as well as some lovely sentiments. So you've got, it's okay not to be to not be okay. Friends don't let friends fight cancer alone. Thank you for supporting me throughout my battle. So if you are somebody who has been going through the struggles of cancer, then that's a great sentiment you can use to send to friends to show your appreciation of their support and love. And then you've got love and hope. And this stamp set here, so you've got half a sunflower, and then on the other side you've got this beautiful text which has got lots of beautiful supportive words. Support, strength, heart, faith, resolve, fight, hope, courage, survivor, and believe. So that's really beautiful. So that's going to be the focus of our card today. And then we're going to use the love and the love heart as well to show someone that we love and care about them. Okay, now before I go any further, I just realized when I just looked up at my screen that I did forget to put all my other links in the comments. So I'll just quickly do that now, so that if there's any of my other links that you are looking for, whether or not you're looking for my blog, because I will put this card up on my blog later this week. So I'll just put all those links there in the comments. If you're looking to come back to this on YouTube later on, it'll be stored over there on YouTube, because Facebook only holds Facebook Lives for 30 days. So this video will disappear after 30 days, but it will live over on my YouTube channel. Okay, so you can always go over there. All right, now, currently, so I don't know if all of you know, but do you know how we have pink ribbon and pink ribbon day, where we have the ribbon and the color pink is for breast cancer. Okay, so you might have seen a lot of pink cards at the moment using this stamp set. But as I said, I've got some other friends struggling with some other cancers at the moment. So there are different colored ribbons for the different types of cancers. So I was looking them up today, last night, and so the one that I'm going to focus on today is cervical and uterine cancer. Cervical and ovarian cancers. So ovarian cancer is a teal colored ribbon, and cervical cancer is teal with white, I believe. So we're going to be doing some teal and white today, and to make a beautiful card to send to a friend, who needs some support at the moment. Okay, so let me tell you more about this stamp set. It is a red rubber stamp set. So I've pulled it out of the surround rubber. It comes on these sheets if you haven't seen them, and they do have a paper coating on the back. So and then you get the sticker sheet. So I've put the stickers on some of the stamps, but not all of them, because I ran out of time. I realized when I went to use the stamp set this morning to prepare, I'm like, oh my goodness, I forgot about the stickers. So I'll just quickly do another couple of the stickers just to show you how I do my stickers. There are instructions inside the cover, but I've got a different technique which is much easier, which I learned from a friend of mine who learned online from somebody else. So we're going to do that. Now I'll do this little love heart one. So we take the paper backing off the back, and just to let you know that from so some of these red rubber stamp sets might still be circulating for a little while. I've just removed the sticker from the sticker sheet, all intact, and I'm going to put that down on my block and press it on really well. But Stampin' Up! Are actually not going to be producing the red rubber stamps anymore. They're only going to be producing the clear photopolymer stamps. So you might still find that you'll get some red rubber stamps in some of the current products, but they won't be producing anymore. So once the stocks all deplete and any new stamps are created, they will be created in the photopolymer. Now I'm just going to bring my light right in over the top. Very important to have good lighting when you're doing this, so that you can line that sticker up. Now that sticker will be exactly the same shape as the corresponding stamp. Okay, so you saw how I just did that, and then I lift it, and then I just dab a little corner just on my clothing. So I'm just doing that on my sleeve, just to take a little bit of the sticky off one corner, and that's my release part of the stamp that helps me to remove it from the block. let's do one of the larger ones. I'll do this one. It's the word hope. Okay, so whole sticker going down on the block. Then we take our take a pick tool. Each of the stickers is actually each of the backings of the sticker is cut in half, so it's easy to release it. So I just use my take a pick tool just to get under the edge there. And then lift that off. Take the sticker off the back of your stamp. That's going to go up that way. And then turn your stamp over, so as though you're looking at the image the right way around. And then you're going to line that up on your stamp, aligning the sticker with the edge of the stamp. And then just press it down and then give it a good firm press to make sure that that sticker sticks. And if you've got any air bubbles in there, just try and press that down really hard where that air bubble is to push that air bubble out so that it doesn't affect how the stamped image comes out when you stamp it. And then just again, dab a little corner on your clothes. I always do bottom right, so I remember that's the side that I can release it off my stamp, and then that's ready to go, ready to stamp. And then I know that to release it off the block, it's going to come up easily if I just release it from that corner, because the rest of the sticker is super sticky and it can be a bit tricky to get them off sometimes. Okay, and then store them in your stamp case. Okay, now I won't worry about doing the other stickers right now because we're not going to use those ones today. So we're going to use the sunflower. We're going to use the heart. Actually, I might get a smaller one for the heart. Got a smaller block here. And we're going to use the word love. So we'll get that one too. Okay, so I think they're the only three that we'll be using today. We're doing a very simple card. Oops, I better put my stickers back in there. There we go. All right, let's pop them over there. I might give them a little clean. Actually, I'll grab some grid paper too. Grid paper is a bit sticky over there. I've got some little scraps of grid paper here. So I'll give these a bit of a clean first before we use them. Now this stamp set too is a great one to have in your stash all the time. So even after this one has retired, I think I will still be hanging on to this one because this is one that we're going to be able to use, you know, hopefully not too often, but it'll be one to have handy in our stash. So with our project today, we've just got some very simple layers. Oh, I'll actually need an extra piece of white actually too. Let me grab that. So we'll need one to stamp on. All right, so we're having a white card base. So this is just half a sheet of A4 cardstock, just cut across the short side at 14.85. And then scored at 10.5 and folded. As I said, all of these measurements will be on my blog later this week, so you won't need to worry too much. We're having a small border of, so this one is the teal that I'm choosing to use today, which is the closest teal colour that we have in stock at the moment for cervical cancer and ovarian cancer. So it's Lost Lagoon. Bermuda Bay would have been a great colour, but we don't have Bermuda Bay anymore. So I think it would have been a good colour. So this one is the next best colour. So this one measures 9.4 by 13 point, is that 13.8 or 13.9? I don't have my glasses on. Maybe if I put my glasses on I can see. I can't remember what we cut that one out. Hang on a sec, let's have a look. 13.8. Okay, there you go. So that's going to be a layer. And then this layer, we're going to actually emboss this layer. And this layer is 9 by 13.4. Now, I don't remember if I said I'm actually casing a card today from Karen Hadler from New Zealand. Karen did a pink and white version of this one. I'm just going to make a slight little change to it. But the basic design was, yeah, casing Karen's card. Okay, and then we're going to need another piece for our stamping and our sentiment as well. So I've just got an extra piece of basic white, which is 10.5 by 14.85. So it's basically a card front size. So we'll use that for our stamping. But first of all, we're going to do our embossing. So I'm going to bring over my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we're using the large machine today. And we're going to be using the, interestingly, we're going to be using the traditional Wreath 3D embossing folder. Now, if you don't have this one, you could use a different embossing folder. I know a lot of people that have been using this stamp set have been using the sunflower embossing folder, which I don't actually have. But Karen used this one, and I thought that is a perfect one to use for this card, because it doesn't have to be just Christmas for wreaths, because you can have wreaths at any time of the year. And floral wreaths or dried flower wreaths, they're always beautiful. So I thought, you know what? I love that idea. We're going to do that. So we are going to, I'm going to move it over to one side. Now let me see. I want to get more of, just going to see, because I'm going to center mine a little bit. Oh, no, I might go over that way a bit more. I want to make sure that I get like a lot of that circular look on that side. If I had it in the middle, because it's a large wreath, oh, you would sort of get that. Yeah, you'd sort of get that going around there. So it depends on if you want to put your sunflower in the middle or if you want to put it off to the side. Which way do I want to do it? I think I might just put it in the middle. So I'll just line that up a bit better in the middle. I'll move it over a little bit. So this is just basic white cardstock. There we go. Okay, good. And then we're going to pop that onto base plate number 1. Hinge first, so that's the folded edge. That goes in first. And then our number 4 grey plate over the top. And we just take that through the machine. That might bump the camera a little bit. Sorry about that if it does. There we go. And we've got that beautiful detail. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty on there. All right. Yeah, this is a really beautiful embossing folder. It's a really large one too. If you want to get the entire wreath, you could do a square card. Usually when I do square cards, I usually do 14.5 by 14.5 centimeters so that it fits into a 15 centimeter square envelope easily. That's sort of my preferred size, but I haven't done any square cards for a while. I used to do them all the time, but I haven't done any for a while. Okay, so then they are just going to be layered, very simple layers today on this card with our teal background, and then that's going to go on there. All right, so we might adhere these two together now. I'll use a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue because I like to always use that when we've got an embossed piece, because I find that it gets into all those nooks and crannies a little bit better and helps to adhere the piece a bit better. Can hear it as it runs over all of the embossed pieces, all of the embossed detail, I should say. There we go. All right, so we'll line that up. There we go. And then we might pop that up on dimensionals on our card front. I'm not going to pop that on there just yet until I decide what I'm going to do with the ribbon. Okay, so I'll just wait and decide on that in a moment. All right, now for the stamp, we're going to stamp the image, and then we're going to die cut with one of the Spotlight on Nature dies. I've actually got some already pre-cut in here. Maybe I won't have to, if I use one that's already pre-cut, we might not even have to die cut one today. Let's see what we've got in here. Oh, I might not have the right one that I need. I've got, I don't know if that one's big enough. What else have I got in there? I've got lots hiding in here. It's good to keep them all. Let's just have a look and see. I'm not actually sure which one it fits on. I feel like this one might be, it'll be right out to the edges on that one. But then we'll have a lot of space on that one. So I'm thinking it needs to go on that size one. But I think I wanted to use the same one. Karen used the decorative one with the sort of little floral border. So I might use that one as well. This one here. I think that will be the size that I need. I might actually stamp it first and then die cut it, because we'll work out which it's going to be hard to tell actually. Let's see the next size up. So there's, in this die set, there's two sheets of the dies. In fact, I probably should have a look on the card to see. Yeah, that one's going to be big. Pretty sure it's this one. Pretty sure it's that one. But in fact, this one might be better because then we might get more of the detail on there. I'll go with that one. Might try that one. You know what? We can try this one, and then if we don't like it, we can always do the other one. So I'll use this one that's already die cut and see how we go. All right, now this is a really large stamp and it's a bit bigger than the size of our ink pad. So what I'm going, hey Kay, how are you? Lovely to have you with us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ink pad to the stamp rather than the stamp to the ink pad. And just make sure that I get a good coverage of ink on there. I'm hoping that this ink pad is well inked. I actually haven't used this one for a little while. So we'll see how we go. All right, this is also a distinctive stamp. So the sunflower part of this is distinctive. So you've got all those light and shade areas, which is really beautiful, gives you that depth and dimension of your stamped image. So give that a nice firm press. And there we go, that's beautiful. But you know what? I think my ink pad does actually need a bit more ink. So let me grab my Lost Lagoon ink refill and I can show you how to re-ink your ink pad. All right, let's see, Lost Lagoon, there we go. I need my old bone folder, or you can use a block for this as well. Whoops. And I need a baby wipe. How was your weekend, Kay? Did you have a nice weekend? Who's been crafting over the weekend? Has anyone been crafting? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our ink. I'm going to run it across in zigzags that are fairly close together that way, and then I go across this way, squeezing the bottle as I go, making sure I get plenty of ink on there. Then I take my old inky bone folder. As I said, you can use a clear block if you don't have an old bone folder, or you can use the back of a spoon as well, and then I just smooth all of that ink over the ink pad and pushing down as I go to push that ink down into the ink pad. And that's it. And then give your bone folder or whatever you've used a bit of a clean. Now the bone folders are porous because they are made of cattle bones, so they do hold some of that ink. So sometimes you've got to give them a really good clean, and they do get a little bit stained. So this one I don't use for burnishing my cards or for scoring my cards. I simply keep this one for inking. Alrighty, let's try that again now. Now we are going to have to die cut another circle, so that's okay. I'm going to do it out of this one. And just going to have a look to see if I like that one. Let's do one of the other ones. Let's do one of these ones. I'll just close this for a minute. A quiet weekend for you, Kay? And rain on Sunday. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, we had a bit of, our Sunday was a bit funny here. It was really overcast most of the day, and then late in the evening the sun came out and it warmed up just briefly before the sun went down, which was really bizarre. Bit of a funny old day. Sometimes we need those quiet weekends though, don't we, right? Need to just yeah, rest and relax. All right, I'm going to quickly take this over to the die cutting machine and run this through. You can have a look at this one for the moment while I'm actually, you know what, I'm going to put the stamp set there so you can have a look at the stamp set again while I just quickly run this through. There we go. Doing it off camera just means that I don't bump the camera as much, and it's just a bit quicker, and it's easier for me not having to lift the big machine. My back's a bit touchy at the moment after being on my feet on Saturday, and also we were sitting on high bar stools, which is never great for my back. So my back's been a bit sore and touchy ever since, but it'll settle back down. It was worth it for my friend's 70th birthday and to see a lot of my other friends there as well, which was really lovely to catch up with everybody. All right, so let's try that again and we shall see if we get a deeper image this time. Okay, here's our stamp. We'll take our ink to our stamp. Oh yes, I can see that is already more inky, and I can feel it too. There we go. Let's stamp that on here. And the good thing with the circles is that you don't have to make sure that it's kind of lined up, because then you can just maneuver the circle so that your writing is straight on the front of your card. Oh, that's better. Yeah, look at the difference in the colour between not very inky and very inky. So that's really good. Awesome. Okay, so let's give that a clean. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to stamp out one of the little love hearts first. But I will give this a clean first, just to get that ink off there before it sits too long. We don't want to leave the ink sitting on our ink pads too long, on our stamps too long, because they will cause staining. All right, so that little offcut that I had, I'm just going to take that and I'm going to stamp a heart. I might even stamp a couple actually. Let's do three hearts. Give that a little ink off. And then we're going to do the word love in black. And we're going to fussy cut that. Oh, let's do that again. Maybe my memento needs inking too. My memento are probably the ones that get used the most. That's better. Okay, actually, you know what would be really nice? Just had an idea. Oh, but I can't do it because I don't have my Versamark here. That's right. My Versamark's out in the studio for set up ready for classes. I was going to say we could black emboss that, and that would be really lovely. Because I feel like that's not very inky, is it? Hang on, let me grab my memento refill. We might re-ink that. What's that one? We'll do that again because I feel like it's a little bit light here at the end of the word. Whoa, that comes out quick. So the memento ink is a lot thinner, runnier than the classic ink. Comes out a lot faster. So that's very juicy now. I've put a lot of ink in that, so I'll push some of that down into the ink pad. There we go. And then we'll give that a clean. Oh, hi Chris, how you going? Fussy cutting. I know, Leslie. Oh, I'm sorry. Leslie really doesn't like fussy cutting. And when she comes to my classes, there's always one, at least one. Sometimes there's more. There's always at least one that has fussy cutting. There we go. All right, let's try and stamp that again. See if we get a better impression this time. That feels better even. Okay, now where am I going to fit this in? Maybe if I turn it up this way. Can I fit it in here? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Oh, still didn't stamp well. What am I doing? Maybe I'm taking the ink back off it again. That's better. Okay. Let me get another scrap. Hang on. Always keep my white scraps. I won't use that one because it had the other ones on the back and I don't want it to show through. have another go. Maybe I'm not pushing evenly on my stamp. It's still coming out a bit blotchy. You know what? I'm going to give this a good clean. And we're going to start again. Did I clean this one before I even started with it? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I forgot. Okay, it looks inky. Whoops. All right, we're going to go with that one. Okay. I'll give that another clean, and I've got to clean my little heart too. There we go. There we go. Okay. So the other thing is too, I've seen a lot of cards made with this stamp set where they've actually just cut out the sunflower portion and they've just used the sunflower portion of the card, like they fussy cut it. Yes, Leslie, they fussy cut it. And they've just used that part too. And that looks really lovely. And you can use that for any occasion then. It's not specific to the theme of this stamp set. Okay, my scissors are not here. Oh, yes, they are. These are, oh, they're the ones that are in my hand. Never mind. I have two pairs of scissors. I'm confusing myself. I had two pairs of scissors. This one is for my tape because these ones are a bit sticky and they're more blunt. These ones are my good cutting scissors. So always good to have, you know, the different scissors for the different things. How many of you have different scissors for the different things that you do? You might have fabric scissors or ribbon scissors, adhesive scissors. Let me know in the comments. How many of you have multiple pairs of scissors for different things? All right, so I'm going to cut these hearts out. And I need to slow down because I'm rushing, so I'm not doing a very good job here. I have to go back and fix this up. I started out with a thin white border and then it went thick as I went around the curves here. Oh, the wind just picked up. Just heard it start to blow. There we go. So that's one. Not sure how many of the hearts I'm going to use yet, so I think I'll cut out the 3 and then I'll have them all to play with while I decide, yeah, how I'm going to place them. So, oh, hey Fee, how you going? Fee she ties a ribbon onto the handles of her ribbon scissors. That is a great idea. Yeah, I have my charms on my adhesive scissors so that I remember that they are specifically for that purpose. Oh, it's blowing a gale there in the city, is it, Fee? Oh, right. It's just hit out here, so it must be coming in from the coast. Well, it's good time to be indoors then, hey? Out of the wind. Nothing worse than being out in the wind, hey? Oh, just went wonky there, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll go with it. But they're going onto a white base anyway, so it won't matter too much. All right, and now I'll cut this one out. You know what I think it is? I think this stamp is distinctive as well. It's got that detail in it as well, like the sunflower has. I think that's what it is. And if I had have done it in the black embossing powder, it would have been a lot more dark. But as I said, I can't access my Versamark at the moment because my Versamark ink is out in my studio, ready for class on Wednesday. We've got a Christmas card buffet on Wednesday, so it's the second one. I had the first one on a Saturday, or a few weeks ago now, at the beginning of the month. So this is the repeat class this Wednesday. There we go. Okay, good. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm just going to, with the E, I'm just going to go down there a little bit and around, just to give that a little bit more shape. There we go, that's better. Okay. Alrighty, now we've got our pieces here. I'm going to pop that up, and I've got that there. Then we've got our hearts and our love. Now I've got some ribbons and my twine as well. I've got my baker's twine, which I've got in the white, and I've got the actual ribbon here too. And I was wondering whether I just do some white ribbon to just keep the same color palette, or if I actually do the white and teal, or just do the teal, the Lost Lagoon. So let me see. I'll bring in my Lost Lagoon. So that's the dark, that's the light. I think the light. So not sure the length I would need yet, but you can use your Stampin' blends. Now this ribbon that I'm using here, we've got two different ribbons here. I like this one, it's nice and soft. This one's a bit stiffer, but it depends on which white ribbon you like. This one is the from the Misty Moonlight and White Starter Ribbon Pack. They are a smaller spool of ribbon, well, same size spool, but you have less ribbon on them, and you get both colours in the pack. It's a really great pack to grab, and they're a bit cheaper than some of the other ones. This one is the white, oh, it's just called White Ribbon. White Ribbon, and it's on the Last Chance. I think it's still there. I haven't actually checked, but it was, last I knew, it was still on Last Chance. So there's a couple of white ribbons there you can choose from, and the beauty of white ribbon is that you can colour it. So yes, Chris, that's what I had planned to do. I'm just going to grab another piece of paper to put under there as well. Great minds think alike, Chris. So I'm going to use my brush tip. Oh, blowing a gale over on the Georges River as well, Chris. Oh, wow, okay. So it was a bit late getting out here today. Isn't it funny? Sometimes it comes in from the west and we get it first and then it heads south. But obviously today it started in the south and it's headed out here to the west. So just using my Stampin' blends, but you'll notice that I'm using the brush tip, but I'm holding the pen on its side so that I don't damage that delicate tip. Okay? So always when you're colouring ribbons, make sure you hold your marker on the side. So I'm going to flip it over and do the other side as well, because the ink hasn't quite soaked all the way through. Almost, but not quite. So these are our alcohol markers if you haven't used the Stampin' blends before, and they dry really quickly. They are great for blending colours. You can blend colours. They come in a light and a dark combo when you order them. They come in the light and the dark. You don't see as much colour tone difference with the caps of these two. But yeah, they come in a combo, and then you can also blend them with other colours as well. All right, so we're going to set that aside to dry. So it won't take long for that to dry because it's the alcohol ink. And we'll start putting this together. So I've already mounted our embossed piece onto the Lost Lagoon piece. So we're going to pop that up on Stampin' Dimensionals, which I forgot to grab them down. Let's get them here. Just checking back to see if I missed any comments. let's see. Oh yes, Fee said the same with the charms. She puts her charms on her adhesive scissors too. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Oh, it is still available. You just checked, Fee. Oh, thank you so much for that. So that was the white ribbon that's on the last chance. It's just got a different texture. It's a bit thicker and stiffer, and it's got a different woven texture to the one that I'm using, but either of them would work fine. It's always good to have white ribbon in your stash. All right, because then you can make it whatever color you want. If you've got the Stampin' blends, you can change the color of it. All right, remove the backings of your dimensionals, and this is just going to go in the center. So this is a really simple card, simple layers, but just with that beautiful embossing, it just gives it something else, and that beautiful stamp as well. We're going to pop that up on the front also. Now on Karen's card that she did, she actually fussy cut each of the petals of the sunflower, but Leslie, never fear, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it just on the circle, so no more fussy cutting. It's all good. Anybody else here not like fussy cutting? Let me know. I know quite a few people that don't. We've got quite a few of our class ladies actually that come that don't enjoy fussy cutting. Some don't mind it, but some really don't like it. So I try to incorporate as many die cuts as I can for classes. All right, so I'm going to pop this down in the middle. Let's just make sure I've got that fairly centered. That doesn't look too bad. All right, so pop that down there. Now our ribbon is still a little bit damp, so I might just give it a little flap in the wind. I'll do that over here. You could actually dry it as well with your heat tool. I don't have my heat tool right handy, but yeah. So I'll just give it a little flap. I probably should have coloured that first, but it was a bit of an afterthought. So my thought was that I might put it over here and then put a couple of love hearts around, or we could even put the hearts up here too. You could put some of the hearts up here. We could even put the love over here, or we could put the heart with the love, and then we can put the ribbon. We could even put the love up here, couldn't we? We'll see. We'll just get our ribbon to dry first. Usually when the ribbon dries, it becomes quite stiff, and then you need to soften it up a little bit with the bone folder. But let's have another little look at the stamp set while we are waiting for that to dry. So I love all of these other sentiments as well on here, and I think the font is really beautiful. Now, if you didn't want to use real ribbon, there is the cancer support ribbon as well. So you can stamp that in different colors if you want to. So totally up to you which way you want to go. I like a lot of texture on my cards, so I always like to use real ribbon if I can. And for embellishments, I'll just have a look and see what we've got in here that we can use. We've got some with gold. We've got, actually the iridescent pearls would be good, but I don't think I've got many left in the pack. Oh, that's it, I've got one. Well, that's not going to be very good on its own, is it? All right, so we won't use that one then. Let's see what else we've got in our stash. Oh, some cute little gold butterflies. They'd be sweet on there too, wouldn't they? We do have these ones, the Faceted Gems Trio Pack. It's got the 3 colours, it's grey up the top as well, but I think those ones might just be a little bit too greeny next to the, they're not quite, they're more green than they are sort of the tealy colour. Oh, what about these ones? Antique Pearls. They might work. We've got the clear, actually those clear ones might be nice too. The cherry cobbler and pearl adhesive back berries, because they would look like little water droplets. We could put them on the petals. The Drucy, I love the Drucy adhesive backed embellishments. They are so sparkly warkly. They would go really nice on there. Or we've always, our fallback is always the rhinestones. The rhinestone basic jewels, they go with everything. Can always fall back on the rhinestones. I think in my coloured adhesives, I don't think I have, I mean my embellishments, I don't think I have anything in those colours. But let's just have a quick look. Just to see, because there's so many to choose from. Let's have a quick little flick through, but I don't think I've got anything in that colour. No, they're too green. They're too, yeah, they're too green as well. No, okay, I think we'll stick with the ones we have out. Hey, Julie, how you going? Great to have you here. All right, how's our ribbon going? All right, our ribbon is dry. It's gone stiff. So I know that that's dry. So I'm going to take my bone folder and just run my bone folder along the ribbon just to soften that up. I'll do it both ways. There we go. That's nice and soft now. Okay, great. And if we do that, I'm going to need to probably trim it up a little bit. And if I pop that, let's get that out of the way. If I pop that down here, and then I could put the love. Go that way. And then I'll just need to trim these up. Yeah, I think they need to go the other direction. Do they? Or are they the right direction? Oh no, I think they are the right direction, aren't they? There, and then we can put love. There, like that. I'll need to trim this up a little bit. Not sure, or should this go in the middle? Or should I just veto the ribbon altogether? Actually, this would have looked really nice coming out from underneath the bottom of it, wouldn't it? That would have looked nice coming underneath the bottom. I wonder if I could sneak it up under there. I need to trim it a bit shorter though. Let's just trim it down a bit. It's really long. Maybe we could just have it like a little tail coming out from under there. Oh, that would be cute. Like that. And then you know what we could do? Oh, I'd have to colour another piece. I was going to say I could have the little top bit coming from the top. Wait, let's get another piece. Oh. I'll quickly colour it. Did I use the light one? We can add that in afterwards, as long as I can get down in there. Yep. Can add that in afterwards. We'll give it a chance to dry and we can do the other bits of the card with the embellishments. All right, so just give that a quick colour. There we go. Let that dry for a minute. And then we can work out the rest. So with the love, we could put it in the center, but I don't know. I think I kind of want to have it down here, maybe with one of the hearts. Maybe we could put these two up here. Oh, that would be cute. What if we did that? How would you have this one? Just like that. Something like that. That would be cute. I might pop this up on mini dimensionals. So tell me, what was the last stamp set that you used? I'm asking everyone, what was the last stamp set that you used? Whether or not it was current or a retired one, whether it was new or old. Let me know in the comments what was the last stamp set that you used. If you can remember. Or maybe you didn't use a stamp set, maybe you used a die set. Yes, we're going to do that. All right. Let me know in the comments what was the last one that you used. Remind me to stick that ribbon because I haven't adhered that yet. It's just sitting there. All right, so we're going to put the love there like that. And we're going to have the little heart here like that. And we'll pop this up. Actually, I better adhere that ribbon first. So the reason that I'm just popping the little ribbon here is I didn't want it to be too prominent like the cancer awareness ribbons. I wanted it to be a little bit more subtle, but I still wanted to have the ribbon there. Yeah, because you know sometimes people are a bit more private about their journey and they don't want to shout it from the rooftops, and that's totally understandable. So I didn't want to, I wanted to send a card of love and support, but without being too, what's the word, like too, you know what I mean? Like too, I don't know. I think you all will understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah. So we'll do that there like that, and then I can just trim. I'll trim those up again a little bit. Kind of looks a little bit like a medal, doesn't it? There we go. Good. Yeah. And then we've still got ribbon on there because, you know, every card needs ribbon and bling. So Leslie's been playing with the rustic centerpiece stamp set. Beautiful. I love that. Leslie inspired me with that stamp set actually, and I loved it already, but then when I saw her beautiful cards, I'm like, oh, I'm going to use that. And that was the one that I was using last week for my projects. There we go. And then we'll pop these two up here. No worries, Kay. Have a lovely week. Thank you so much for popping in. It was great to have you with us. All right, so then we'll pop this one up here like that. And this one down here like that. And then our embellishments, and we'll do that extra piece of ribbon when that dries. Oh, that's nearly dry actually. All right, which embellishments did we decide upon? These ones actually look a little bit yellowy compared to the colours in there, so I'm not quite sure about those ones now. I like the idea of these little clear ones because they can look like water droplets on the leaves of the sunflower. What do you think? Do 1, 2, 3. A bit too spaced out maybe. Actually, might, you know what, I'm going to move this one. I'm going to move this one out to here. There, that's better. That's better balanced now. There we go. Hey, Martha, how are you? Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining. Oh, you're loving this card? It's pretty, isn't it? All right, so now I'm thinking, now that I see the card like that, I'm just wondering if I do add this bit at the top or not, or leave it off. Because now I'm wondering if it's going to be too much. I need to trim it because I can't slip it in there. I'm hitting a dimensional in there somewhere. That side. You know what? I'll take your pick and see if I can scoot it in under there. Somewhere there's a dimensional in under there. Yeah, what do you think if I add that to the top? Do you think it needs it? Or should I leave it out? Actually, I might need to trim that a bit. What do you think? Do you think it needs that, or should I leave it off? I'm not really sure now. I think if I have that, I think I'll have to trim these a bit shorter. Yeah, maybe it does need it. I think maybe it does. Oh, you like it without, Leslie? You think it looks better without? Do you think? Oh, out. Dimity said leave it out as well. Just leave it like that, do you think? Should I trim these up a little bit? I don't want them to look like legs. I'll just trim them a little bit more. Oop. Oh, that one ended up at too much of an angle. There we go. Oh, that might be a bit better, just with them a little bit shorter. I think they're a bit too long. What do you think? Do you like it like that? Because we've got those hearts on there too, so that adds a bit to it as well, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, I think we're finished then in that case. Wow, that was quick, wasn't it? Pretty quick. So just a really, really beautiful card. Look, and you know what? That stamp, you could use that for anything. Anyone that is going through a difficult time, even if it's not cancer, if it's something else that they're going through a difficult time in their life or struggles in their life, that stamp set would be perfect as well. So it doesn't necessarily just have to be used for cancer sufferers or cancer survivors. It can be for anything. So, and again, I've seen a lot of people just use the sunflower and use them for like birthday cards. They just sort of cut that down there and then just used, they have fussy cut it, or they have masked off, before stamping it, they've masked off the words and just stamped the sunflower part and sort of stamped them coming in from the sides of the card, and then it can be used for any occasion. So yeah, so thank you very much to Karen Hadler for inspiring this card. I've made a few changes to her original card, but her card inspired this one. So yeah, so there you go. Oh, thank you, Leslie. I'm glad you like that. Yeah, it's a really beautiful stamp set, and as I said, you know, you can use it for other occasions as well. And you've got this beautiful little heart. You can use that for lots of things too. And these words, hope and love, and even the thank you, you could even mask off the supporting me through my battle. You could mask that off and just use the thank you. Yeah, so, And it's okay not to be okay. That can be used for so many things too, can't it? Because there are so many things that we go through in life. That's a great little encouragement to let our friends know that, you know, we're here for them, we hear them, we see them, and we all go through difficult times and difficult days. So, yeah, it's good to know that you have people surrounding you who love you. So there you go. Alrighty. Well, let's tip the camera back up so I can say goodbye to you all face to face. So bear with me one moment while I just get the camera ready. Let's do a flip. All right, there we go. We are back. I feel like every time I come on here, the angle seems wider and wider and wider on Facebook Live. So it's always changing. But there you go. So you can see that. You're probably seeing it back to front now, but that's a bit of an up close image of it. But I love how they look like little dewdrops on the flower, don't they? Just adds a little bit of something. Very sort of monotone color scheme with just using the two colors, just the white and the Lost Lagoon. So yeah, there you go. Well, thank you so much everyone for being with me today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that that I gave you some other ideas and other ways of using this stamp set as well. So, you know, mine was specific for what I needed, but you can use this stamp set in other ways as well. So check that one out. Jump on to Pinterest or Google and look for some other cards created with that stamp set because there's lots and lots of beautiful ones out there and lots of inspiration. And remember too that in Australia here, $4.25 from every sale of this stamp set goes towards breast cancer organisations to raise funds for breast cancer research. So that's a special thing about this stamp set as well, that it is the give back product. So Stampin' Up are giving back to the community to support worthwhile organisations. So I love that about Stampin' Up. They always have people at the heart of everything they do. So, all right, well, thank you all so much for being here. Remember that we've only got a few more days of that amazing join special. So $60, it's only $60 to purchase the starter kit and join Stampin' Up. Join for the fun, join for the community, join for the discount, or you can join for more than that if you wish to, but it's not a prerequisite. But you get to choose $235 worth of product in your starter kit. So that is an amazing offer. So if you would love to join my team, I would love to have you come and join. And my team and I are waiting to welcome you. So join link is in the description, in the comments here on Facebook. It'll be in the description of the video on YouTube. So check that out. Come and join us. Come and join the crafty fun. Come and join the beautiful crafting community and get lots and lots of inspiration as well as an amazing, fantastic discount on all of your Stampin' Up products. Feel free to get in contact with me if you have more, if you would like more details about that. And remember too, I've got those 2 classes coming up as well. So be sure to register for those if you haven't already. So both are in-person classes. I've got my cards and cookies still open for registration. That's going to be on the Saturday, the 1st of November, based around the Stampin' Up kits. You get to choose whichever kit you like from the ones that I have on display, and you get to create the whole kit yourself. You get to take that home with in the box with all the bits and pieces. Everything comes in the kit that you need. And then I've got a product-based class, which is the Peaceful Garden class using the beautiful Peaceful Garden suite. And this one, you're going to get products included in your class, and it's on 2 separate days, the 19th of November and the 22nd of November. So registrations for this one close next week on the 4th of November. So feel free to check those ones out. I will be advertising this one again. Sorry, not again, but for the first time today or tomorrow, either this evening or tomorrow. I can't remember what's on my schedule, but you got the info first. So there you go. All right, well, have a great week, everyone. I hope you get some crafting in there somewhere during your week. And I hope you have a really fantastic week. And I look forward to seeing you all again next Monday at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Have a great week, everyone. And as I always say, happy crafting. Bye.